Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you one.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, word is bound with Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carotene, we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No capsule here, what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my who in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Cats and snapbacks. The fitted cats that we Knicks dripping. Knicks real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Ola and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. Real talk.
Yo, salute, ladies and gentlemen. Salute, salute, salute. What's good? Welcome to the pregame show. Divine, Shy Powers. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. You already know how we get down in here, man. Listen, Knicks got game 3, round 1 in Detroit at the Little Caesars Arena. So we have to talk about all that good stuff, man. Try to root our boys on and get another win, man. Before I go any further, we bring my partner in who get the job done all the time, man. Shy Powers was good, my man.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. If you hear me sneezing, coughing, or you see some stuff in my nose, let it be known in the chat. I am a little, allergies got me killing me today and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, With that said, let's get it, Divine. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get it, like Shy Powers would say, man. Let's salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in. We are in the building, like I said. Salute to Darren's in the building. On Die Off, my man, Crim Dad. I've seen the chat in there earlier. Brian and Coffee, always thank you for the super chat. Before I start the show, though, last stream, I think it was I had a misinterpretation of a chat, a super chat sent by NYC B-Ball, but I didn't see it come through StreamYard, or unless I was turned that way looking at the camera and you focused on the show and probably just manifest and elaborate and didn't see a super chat that come through there. And I know we kind of talked about it, but I thought they were talking about he had did a show, Shy Powers. I went on YouTube looking for this for the little day something he did, but I kind of misinterpreted what they would talk about, which was I think NYC sent the super chat through, but we didn't see it. You know what I mean? So NYC, we will apologize for that, man. Real talk, man. You know, we never leave out our fans who always support the show. We appreciate all that good stuff, man. We appreciate the super chat. But I misinterpreted Shy Power for something else the last stream. I just want to correct that before we go any further, because, without the chat, ain't no Knicks Real talking to my peoples up in there. We want to make sure we never be out of pocket with them, man. You know what I mean? So salute to you guys. Thank you, NYC, for that anyway. But, salute to the rest of the chat. NYC B-Ball, like I said. Salute to you, my man. Peace of the God on our wives. Jermaine Royce in the building. Met Knick fan, let's go. Darren, what's good, my man? Salute to everybody in the building. It's the pregame show. And listen, we all Knick fans, so we gotta hope our boys come out and ready to get it popping tonight. We need to get this victory tonight, man, and get that home court advantage back. And I think we go out there tonight. Shall probably go out there and play hard. And I hope it'll be a different result. You know what I mean? Despite playing the way we played the last game, still had a chance to win the game, but it wasn't enough and we didn't. But hopefully we're going to see some different results tonight. So I'm really looking for a focused team tonight. Looking for games for Cat and all the guys to make up for where their offense played on the second game of the playoffs a couple of days ago, man. So let's see how they're going to turn this thing around and get it popping.
Yeah. I truly believe that the Knicks already know what happened in the last game and what occurred. They kept a team under 100 points and lost the game. It's tough. You know what I mean? And I don't think that they really like what happened. So I think that the way they come out tonight, you know what I mean, with a couple of days off, good team to bounce back games and stuff like that. Let's see what happens. I mean, how we work the rotations, all these speculations that Mitchell Robinson is going to start and all the blah, blah, blah. I see it when it happens. I mean, but until then, get out there and play basketball. You know what I mean? And know if you see so many of the New York Knicks conglomerate talk about the ill wills or what you're lacking or what you're doing, then as a player, I know you watch some of these things. The two players on the team that have a very big podcast, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, they probably listen to everything. So Josh shoot the ball, and I mean, and Cat shoot the ball and work it out. Y'all figure it out. Y'all did great all this year. I don't know why everybody's like one game loss is like it's like the earth is caved in and we got hit by a freaking asteroids or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. We just got to go out there, ladies and gentlemen, tonight and get it popping, play, man. The last game is the last game. Is over with. Ain't nothing we can do. Well, like Shaw said, it is. You took a loss. You go on to the next. The good thing about this thing, ladies and gentlemen, and you could play another game that's meaningful. So we obviously we didn't play our best offense performance the last game. 94 points compared to 123 the game before. A couple of our big dogs just didn't happen that night to go along with Jalen Brunson and things of that nature. We just missed some timely shots. But kudos to the team for playing hard, standing there, only allowed them guys to get 100 points, like me and Shaw say, 25 a quarter. But that's what the Knicks did the last game. They them cats held them cat to 100 points scoring, man. Too bad our offense just wasn't there where we needed to be. But it's another game, so we move on to the next, and hoping that our guys be better at what they wasn't good at the past game. You know what I mean? Whatever deficiency that you had the past game, make it efficient this time. Make up for it. You know what I mean? And I think they go out there and get it done tonight. I'm always confident in this team. I know we do have the better team. I do believe that. You know what I mean? From a talent standpoint, but still, no matter what your talent is how what you got in your heart. Like I said, some of the, you got to have it inside, and I think I got to go out there and get it. Town to bounce back. I'm quite sure he'll bounce back tonight. This is a resilient basketball team, Shot Powers. So I don't see nothing happening no different than during the season. We win one, we fight back and try to win the other one. But the good thing about it, I'm optimistic about it, the way we competed that game, though. Listen, we were down and out offensively. We still literally could have beat these dudes. That says a lot to me about a team's character and what they made of. Knowing you had a bad game like you had, and you still literally could have won the game. You beat yourself by missing shots and giving up one-time three-pointer that you didn't need to give up. So to say all that, to put all that in a nutshell, you got to have a little bit of feel good about it, knowing that we played one of our worst game offensively, and literally still beat these dudes. So I'm optimistic from that standpoint. Hopefully our offense be better tonight, and our defense play the way they played the other night. Good defense game, 100 points. The Cade Cunningham had it going, but they shut down Tobias Harrison and Malik Beasley and all them guys. That kept us around, able to keep them around 100. Because it was the opposite. Was the last time we shut down Cade Cunningham, but my man Tobias Harrison and guys had it going. Other than my man Dennis Schroeder had a good game too. But they're a scrappy, good team, ladies and gentlemen. Get Detroit Pistons they flowers, man. They go hard. They go hard. They had a good scheme against us the last game, and like I said, man. When they were triple teaming Cat, what Bernie Bickerstaff said, I'd rather take a chance with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Anunoby and Hart than Cat and Brunson and maybe Anunoby and them. So they took away one of our best guys and put the pressure on the other guy. They didn't have it that night, except for Mikal. So I give Bernie Bickerstaff their credit. I mean, he had a good scheme coming out that second half. First three shots, Cat took baseline, dunk. But after that, he was like, you know what? Tobias Harris is a savvy veteran. I'm gonna make him play him, and I'm gonna send guys at him and make him get that ball out of his hand. Because I think that's what we're supposed to do. The other team as well. Take the ball out your best player's hand. So what they did the other day, I think they did a good job, Shot Powers, and that led to us not having that many points because the other guys didn't have it going. Obviously, Anunoby only had 10 out of 23 the prior game. Cat had 10. 23 the prior game. Now, obviously, Campaign didn't give us none because he got in foul trouble so fast. Tim set him on the bench because he was a hot mess when he came out there. So I guess, but all that being said, let's hope we don't have the same mistakes as that and just go out there and play, man. I think Cat get a pop in tonight. I think Brunson gonna do Brunson things, and all that good stuff, man. So I'm excited about it, Shot Powell. But I tell you, you gotta get them boys some credit the other night, man. They play some good defense for sure.
Yeah, I'm just ready for them to get out there and play some basketball. You know what I mean? It's not much to be said. Like I said, I know if all of us are talking about how they played and all this stuff. Imagine how they're talking amongst themselves. I mean, because they have a good rapport. Let's be clear. These guys look like they hang out together. They go places together. all this handshake and all this other stuff together. So it's not like they don't have a good rapport on the team. So I'm pretty sure that they all went out and I sat down. It was like, yo, what we gonna do? You know what I mean? What we gonna do? How we gonna make us win this game tonight? And like I said, the team is a resilient team. A resilient team. They a good bounce back team. So I think they're gonna go out tonight and figure it out. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We all talked about 4-1, right? So we already lost one. Let's see if we can win the next 3.
Yeah. You know why it's not too crazy, not to harp on and to let the losing and negative. I really don't want to do that. But like it's just playoff basketball. If everybody's not going to win every game possible if that team that you're playing is good. Like right now, the only ones that have beaten somebody 2-0, I think is what Boston and OKC, and them and Cleveland, and then the top 3 teams. The top 3 teams right now have won both of their games. You know what I mean? Because them the top 3 teams. And rightfully so, you know what I mean? And so, but teams like around us, Clippers and Clippers in Denver 1-1. Excuse me, I meant to say I left out Indiana Pacers because they won 2 at home. But you know what? But we still got more games, you know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be easy. That's why it's the playoffs, you know what I mean? You get the team's best. You're actually getting the team's best. We got their best the other day. And I really think that after getting that all day, I don't want to say they best overall, but they gave it their best from a gut and will standpoint. Them Cats they needed that game. They knew they go down 2-0 to the Knicks. It was going to be a long way. It was going to be tough to get in that series. So they came out there with a lot of energy and they willed themselves, play hard, and we didn't hit shots. And they defense played well, and our defense played well, but they hit shots and we didn't. So I think tonight you're going to see a whole different animal for the Knicks tonight, man. These guys been there, done that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Tough loss, from a fan standpoint, because I knew regardless of what we could have won the game, even with our guys not having their best nights, we could have won the game. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm really looking forward. But let me salute to everybody in the chat again. Once again, excuse me. Troy B was good. Dave Smith was good. Met Nick fan, let's go was good. Jay Choldon, Jay, what's good, my man? On Diasu to the chat. Everybody, man, thank y'all for coming in. Real Talk, Piece of God, Wide, Rasul, everybody, man. Sutiya, Ron, what's good, my man? Ron, Mr. CEO, Captain of the Knicks, Steel Knicks fan army, man, is in the building. To you, Ron, appreciate you coming in, my brother. You already know. But yeah, Shop Powell, what's your feeling about that game tonight, my man?
Yeah, just to see these guys get out there and coagulate. You know what I mean? I want them to lock in and get together. You know what I mean? I need them to gel tonight. You know what I mean? I need them to get out there and play good basketball. You know what I mean? And we all talked about this. So many people have talked about it and said things like that. And I as a podcaster, like we talk about, we always got to listen to, the other side of the story, or different, 2 truths to a story, 3 truths, and then it could be a truth, or whatever, all this other stuff. But tonight is a night that it's nothing about truths. It's all about effect. You know what I mean? And tonight is the effect that we put on Detroit tonight. I mean, I believe this guy that we're showing on the board tonight, perfect example. You know what I mean, of going to have been playing stellar defense. Now I think they're going to break the defense up on him so they could give him a little bit more option to shoot the basketball and score the basketball. I think you'll see Mikal and him and Times playing them pretty well, playing Cade tonight. I don't think you'll solely see him at first on Cade. I think he'll be roaming to get his shot going and stuff like that. In my opinion, that's what I think should happen. And who knows? You know what I mean? We down the line. We the last game. I can't keep saying this, but we kept this team to 100 points, man. We kept this team to 100 points, man, and we have to get offensively minded. You know what I mean? I said this and I say this again, and I'll say this a lot. One thing that we do that I understand why people talk about DiVincenzo and shooting 3-point shots. DiVincenzo usually shoots about 8 to 10 3-point shots a game. You know what I mean? That we miss a little bit on this team. We don't have someone that shoots heavy volume shots. You know what I mean? Shoots 7, 8, 9, 10 3-pointers. You know what I mean? Shamif can do that, but the last couple of games he hasn't been in there long enough to do it. So we need some more production with the 3-point shot and rebounding tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, real talk, man. That's facts. Yeah, we just got to go out and do what we do, man. Like I said, we bowled well in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, this year as far as offense. 25th in the league, third in the league from about 3/4 of the year. Then obviously when Jalen Brunson got hurt to kind of win a little bit. But you miss shots, miss a make league, and you miss shots last game, and you could have won the game. I mean, I'm hoping Knicks just go out there and play Knick basketball. That's all I can say. Play Knick basketball. Play Knick basketball. Be good on offense, play defense. Just get the job done. These guys is good at what they do. They've been doing it all year long. Like I said, our offense ain't been a problem all year. Let's hope that it don't be a problem tonight. But the past night, a couple of nights ago, it reared its ugly head. For the first time in a long time, Knicks didn't score 100 points. That says a lot about how good they defense was playing that night, and also says a lot about something that we didn't do as a team collectively, and just didn't pay for it. Like I said, some guys that we really needed offensively didn't have it that night. The night before that, we scored 123. And everything was peaches and ice cream, hunky dory, whatever you want to call it. But the night when we don't score, when our guys don't got it, the sky falls. Everybody get the blame, so that's fine. I mean, you know what it is. Winning brings out the best. Losing brings out the worst. And I'm with Taylor in that interview. He hits a shot. A lot of stuff we talking about. When we talk about just like tips, I agree with 100%. Mikhail hit that shot, or we win that game. Everything we talked about when we talked about. So that's why I know what it is. Right. Let's don't worry about it. Let's go get it. We got to put on our hard hat tonight and represent the city tonight. We got to go in Little Caesar Arena tonight and turn this shit up to the high volume we can, man. All I got to get out there and get it popping and get focused. I'm confident about this team. These teammates, I still don't think this team beating us. Like I said, you cannot tell me that team played a shitty offense game the other night and still almost won the game. That's why we say all the time, as long as your defense play, you're always going to be you got a chance to win the game. And that showed and proved the other day. Our defense played, kept us in the game. Nobody had it going. So even at certain times, he might didn't get the ball when y'all want him to, but we needed Jalen Brunson to do what he did the other day because you know what? Nobody else had it going. So Jalen Brunson did what Jalen Brunson do. Granted, and was amazing to me. We had 15 assists. He had half of them. The shot with 11 seconds left. Jalen Brunson doing what he's doing. Boom, shoots it over to Mikal Bridges. He just misses. So what can you do? But all reason I say all that to say is that let me give a big congrats to this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. Because, like I said, I ain't gonna take one game, what people might say about him compared to what he's been doing for us all year long. By a long shot, the NBA have voted Jalen Brunson Clutch Player of the Year by a long shot, and rightfully so. He earned it. One for Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, we won't even be in this position.
Thanks.
Won't even be here. From that man right there who signed with the Knicks 3 years ago, or whatever, 4 years ago. He came to New York and turned this whole franchise into a better team, better everything. So salute to Clutch Player of the Year. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, if you got a little ISO, that if everybody wants to say you got a little ISO crate, that's fine. Ain't nobody perfect, but you know what? But if everybody else hit shot, he might not have to go ISO like that. So everybody get on their buckets tonight, get buckets with the bucket getter, and we'd be okay tonight. But salute to Brunson, man, real talk, man. This man turned down money to make sure this team could get built a certain way. He brought all his energy over here from Dallas. He came over here. He haven't felt it yet, ladies and gentlemen. We done 50 games this year, 51 this year, 50 the year before, 47 before that. So now Jalen Brunson just get us to the next level, my man. Hopefully this team can stay healthy and find a way to get through this thing. Because the way right now, even though Boston up 2-0, let them got them cats over there pounding the glass pretty hard against them Celtics over there, even though they lost. And Jaylen Brown turned it up the other night, but I say, man, I mean, he had it going. So, like I said, let's let the Clutch do what you did the last couple of games. 34 the first game, 37 this time. If you think you got to get the ball up to a couple of people more, but remember the man had 8 assists though. So you know what I mean. Like I said, and our guys got to hit shots, ladies and gentlemen. Because like I said, if Anunoby hit shots that day, if Towns hit shots that day, if Shamet hit shots, not Shamet, Campaign and them hit shots that day. We wouldn't be talking about no Jalen Brunson up at this motherfucker. So let's not fool ourselves. I'm happy with the thing, but I know my boy Big Carl Anthony Towns will come to play tonight. Big Cat gonna get it popping. I'm confident about that. It might be Cat's 37 tonight. Who knows? But I know Big Cat coming to play tonight. I know Anunoby coming to play tonight. They had an off game the other day, rightfully so. Nobody perfect, is understandable. But I guarantee the Knicks show up tonight. And I think Big Cat gonna get it popping. I think Anunoby gonna get it popping. I think these cats gonna do it, man. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get it, man. Like I said, we only missed it by a shot. A miss and make lead. You miss one, you make one. Dennis Schroeder made his, and we missed ours. That's all. To other than that, ain't no conversation for me to be had. Let's get it, shit. Let's turn this shit up, man. Go ahead, Detroit. Let them ever know. I know y'all in a little Caesars Arena, but New York got the best pizza, so fuck it. so Caesars Arena, but New York got the best pizza. Let's go, man. I listen. You know what I mean? I'm good, man. Just like they beat us at home, we could beat them at their home. Knicks was a good road team this year, Sharp Howard. Just like the dudes beat us in our home, we could beat them in their home too. I mean, we could be a good road team. So if
we beat them there.
Right.
Right, so, we beat them the first game, right? We beat them the first game at their home when we blew them out. We beat them in in Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it should be fun tonight. It's gonna be fun, man. It got to be fun, man. We just go in there and get it popping, man. But you know what? Let's do it, man. It's about to go down pretty soon. Shot power shit. Knicks in Detroit. Let's do it.
Yeah, it is. You know, just the build up to the game is what's getting me, and you know, what I mean, just to see what I believe that the Knicks are going to do tonight. I don't, like you said, Devon. I don't believe that we're going to have a quagmire with Anunoby tonight or with Towns tonight. I think they're going to be ready and pressed. You know what I mean? I think we may see a little bit more minutes with Mitch on the court with Cat. I think that is something that they want to see. And I think, you know, in my eyes, my opinion, that they may take away a couple of minutes from Josh Hart tonight. Not many, but a couple, maybe 4 or 5 more minutes to give to somebody else to try to get them acclimated into shooting and knocking down some shots. I think Hart is tired of being singled out about he not shooting and stuff like that. So I'm looking for a big game from Hart as well. You know what I mean? We talked about all these other players that step up, but we'd had 4 more points from Hart last game. You know what I mean? We would have been over the hump. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I think he's one of the key plays that I want to see get one of his Josh Hart games. I haven't seen a 14 and 17 point with 8 assists in a while. So I think those are the numbers that I want to see tonight. I want to see him get plenty of assists. I want to see him get 10, 11, 12 rebounds, and I want to see him get 10, 11, 12, 13 points tonight. I want to see him get closer to his Josh Hart triple-double game tonight. And I mean, it'll set precedent. You know what I mean? When he pushes the pace, he may turn the ball over a little bit more than anybody on the court, anybody on the Knicks. But what he does is also he pushes the pace. He makes the pace pick up. And not saying that the Knicks been lacking a little bit, but the pace have slowed down a little bit. They're not pushing the ball. They're not getting out on breaks and stuff like that. And I think Hart and his triple-double atmosphere that he brings to the table will elevate us tonight. You know what I mean? That's the main person, because I think Cat's not going to have 11 points. And I don't think Anunoby is going to. I think Mikal is finding his way. I think that the changes will be Mikal and OG will play. Mikal will probably play Cade a little bit more than OG in the beginning, and then change it up, and then they'll start hitting them with all 3 of the guys in different formations. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, one thing, you know, we got to take into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, they're a good defensive team. Got to give them their flowers, man. You know, listen, got to give them their flowers. We say it all the time. That's what we want our Knicks to do. What we always say, when our Knicks on their defense game, it's hard to beat them because they got a good offense. So, you know, listen, Bernie, because they got them dudes playing. I've been watching his schemes. I've been watching how he maneuver. I watch how they were sending dudes at Anunoby on I see all that. Them cats, I mean, him and his coaching staff adjust well. You got to get my man, a couple of guys in there who've been around. Luke Walton been around. He played coach of Lakers for a while. He got some good coaches there. And they know how to make their adjustments. salute to my man. They make some good adjustment there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that they did a good job. So, but I don't think they're gonna matter tonight, man. I think we go in there and get it. Iron sharp as iron. You know what I mean? Like you say, they won one, we won one. It's still 0-0 for another concern. I don't care what happened the last couple of games. Still 0-0. Now it becomes the best of a 3 series than a 5 series, a 4 series. I mean, best of 7. Now it becomes, a best of 5. It's the next 3 out of 2. Fine by me. I'm with that. You know, it was the best of 7, now the best of 5. That for another concern. Knicks 1-1, they 1-1 is 0-0 for another concern. And they ain't did none of us, and we ain't did none of them. You know what I mean? 0-0. I think we respond well. We a resilient team. We respond well tonight. We go out there and cross T's and dot I's and correct the things that we didn't correct, because they, what was crazy to me though, the rebounding. See, that's another thing why I didn't want to put a lot of this emphasis on about Shy Powers, about what Anunoby and them didn't do shooting, or what did Jalen Brunson had the ball too much, because you know what, them cats wasn't rebounding either.
Facts.
And Jalen Brunson don't stop you from rebounding. We got our rebounder terrible. Cat normally 13-something. He didn't have a good game. And I know we a little bit more than he didn't have a good rebounding game. And then we depend on Big Cat. That's our dog. 13 and a half, almost 13, almost 14 a game this year. You know what I mean? So we know that he's a big. So really, because he didn't have a good game, and Anunoby didn't have a good game, and Hart didn't have a great game, we depend on them guys to crash that board for us. So we got to hope all our guys get to that board, that board tonight. Jalen Brunson get in there, get a couple. We need Mikal to get his body in there tonight. That's the only way you're going to get it. That's a good rebounding team. The only way you're going to beat them rebounding, we all come collectively and start rebounding. So we got to see if our rebound bounce back tonight. And let Cat get 10, 12. I would love to see Anunoby go for 7, 8. I mean, I think that's how we're going to be able to beat this, because they're not a good offensive team, ladies and gentlemen. I can't say that enough. If you look at their offense all throughout the course of the season, they're not a really high-ranked offensive team. They were, I think, 19th this year, something like that. But their defense makes up for it. So they're +9 overall, because their defense is ranked number 10. Their offense ranked number 9. So I think they fine. But I think we come get it tonight, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing the same thing y'all been doing, but just hit some shots. That's all. Hit some shots. Y'all be okay. Everything else is really kind of rebounding, hit some shots. Rebounding is a defense, and even though we didn't rebound great, our defense still held up a lot of weight, and they missed shots too. So let's hope that you be lucky that also that some of the shots they took didn't go in. They shot bad from 3-point last game. We shot bad from 3-point last game. I think they shot like 22%. We shot like 29%. So we got to keep them there, and we got to hope that we hit a couple. But the most important thing is just outscore these dudes, because I think we got more weapons. We scored more in the course of the season than they did. We was up 117 per game. They was like around 110. Well, I don't know, something like that. So our offense just got to kind of play. And I'm excited that they will get it done tonight. So let's go cross some T's and dot I's. Let's go in Detroit. And like I said, let's let Motown hear some new music, man. We got to get it, Shop Hours.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens, because like I said, I don't think that the Knicks sat back and said, all right, we lost that game. I know they was like, dang, we lost that game. We kept this team to 100 points. That's unacceptable. So with us just making the guys getting their average would be, could be a statement, because if they come out and bring the defense like they did the last 2 games, first game was 112. I think they had 111, 112.
12.
Yeah. So it wasn't like they, shut out the gym or nothing like that. 112, you know what I mean? So we give up, I think, 109 or somewhere around there. So that's not too much off from what we do. You know what I mean? So there's the 2 things that I'm got the biggest emphasis on for me is, like you said, rebounding the basketball. One of the biggest things that I said in this series would be we have to control the rebounding. We have to get rebounded. And I also said about shooting the 3-point shot. We have to be, in my opinion, we need to be, not have to be, we need to be a little bit more effective from 3-point land, because the 3-point shot, when we start hitting it, opens up lanes. You know what I mean? And one of the reasons why I think Cat, in my opinion, should shoot a little bit more 3-pointers, because he brings the big man out to guard him. And the big man is not going to stay back and let Cat shoot 3-point shots. That is not going to happen. So he's going to bring the big man out and he can decipher if he wants to pass the ball or shoot the 3-point shot. He does shoot the 3-point shots. Like you said, OG has been phenomenal last couple of games, getting somewhere from 7 to 9 rebounds a game. Mikal, couple 3, 4 here. Brunson even been big enough trying to get some rebounds. We need all that help. We need rebounding. Rebounding to me is one of the biggest things to limit these guys to one shot. And we got to start, in my opinion, one of the big things we need to do is start knocking down that 3-point shot. 3-point shot opens up the lanes for the New York Knicks so they could drive and pass. And instead of this hero style basketball everyone's talking about, if we start hitting some shots where they have to play close up defense, now we have easier lanes to drive to the basket, in my opinion.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, well, let's look at some stats right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the Knicks defense been there in this 2-game series so far, only 2 games. We scoring 1 away the game, they scoring 106. There you go. They giving up 1 away. So we outscoring them and we playing better defense. Like I said, that last game, it just got away from us, But we see them numbers. You want the offense number to be a little bit more better than that because we scored 117 a game this season. But I do get it once you break down game 1 and game 2 and you split it in half, that's what you get, 108. But let's hopefully tonight we can go out there and replicate what we did in game 1 and get them offense numbers up a little bit, compared to what we did the other day, because we definitely left a lot of points on the board and the other game. And I say all that to say because if you look at overall, like I said, Anunoby had 23 the other night. The other night he had 10. Karl-Anthony Towns the first game had 23. Last game he had 10. So 2 of our big dogs, left 20 points off the board. You know what I mean? I was not saying that's their fault. That's the reason why we lost. No, but I'm saying we need that. We need that production from them 2 guys. Them 2 of our main dudes. You can arguably say 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 1, and 2. I don't know, whatever how you want to put it. But Caps and Brunson and Anunoby, when they usually having a good game, man, it's really hard to beat the Knicks. And even what Mikal doing, what he doing. So we just need our guys to come up there tonight and play a little hard to be more efficient. You can't shoot 29% from downtown, like Shaw said. Put them up, but hit them though. You know what I mean? If you put them up and don't hit them, then I think that's kind of irrelevant. You know what I mean? Then you go on the 2-point bang and get a good. The main thing, you can't shoot 42% from the floor, no matter where you're shooting it from. We need you around 47 to 48. When you shoot 42%, that's under half your shots, a little under half your shot, depending on how many shots you take. Is in a game like that, 100 to 194. That's a tight game. The shots is tight. The scoring is tight. So let's hope we get back. Shooting at least 40 to 47, 48%. That game could have been totally different the other game. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes from that standpoint. But other than that, man, like I said, we just got to go out there and play ball tonight and get it popping. So I think they will. I'm not concerned about that, man. Let's look at some real quick in the series, some more stuff, and then we get back at it. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get it, man. Salute to the chat. I can't forget you guys and who haven't been shouted out while y'all in the building, man. Salute to everybody, man. APAP, Prezi was good. MG Fade was good, man. Good to see you, Fade. Buzzer Beater, Travel Vibe, D Ross was popping, my man. Salute to everybody. Patrick was good. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Real talk, man. Listen, man, it's about to go down in Detroit pretty soon, so we got to go out here and try to make up for the mishap from the other night and go out here and cross T's and dot I's, like I said, and get us back, get our home court abandoned back. Salute to my man Worldwide. Salute to Five Better. Salute to Better, man. Salute to you, Better. Salute to you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I don't want to mess up your name, but I'm just gonna call you Better right now until I get the other part together. But salute to you, Better. Thank you for coming in, my man. Chris Rowe, everybody. Salute to the chat. Make sure you hit that button for your brothers, man. It's about to go down in Detroit in about another half hour. And they're gonna go in there and try to get that game back. They lost the other night, Shop Hours. Go in there, play hard, Knick basketball for about 48 minutes, man. Try to and wheel this thing on, and we'll take it from there. Real talk. Last game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at some things from the last game. We talk about it. We in a blue drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They are in the white drip tonight. I don't know why my computer acting up like that. I apologize. They're in the white drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Projector starter for us tonight. Josh Hart, Brunson, Bridges, OG, and Towns. For them guys, same usual suspect, Kay Cunningham, Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Dorn, ladies and gentlemen. For injury report, my man Jaden Ivey is out. Isaiah Stewart is out. He was game time, but now he's out. for the Knicks. Nobody's out for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll leave that alone. But anyway, Shop Howard's it's got to go in there. No matter who there, who not there, we got to go there and play tonight for 48 minutes and get it done.
Yeah, production is key tonight. Rebounding the basketball is key tonight. You know what I mean? Hitting your 3-point shot tonight, in my opinion, is key tonight. These are the things that I'm stacking the Knicks to tonight. You know what I mean? I'm putting it right to them tonight. I believe they'll answer the call. They'll be like Thundercats, you know what I mean? When Lion-O hit that Thundercat, if you old school, you know what I'm talking about. But you know, I think they'll be able to do that tonight. And you know what I mean? We know that this team is a good team, man, and we also have to remember that this team has only played 84 games. I mean, it's only been 84 games this team has played all year. I mean, they are still in learning process mode. All right. And I'm not putting anything against them or not like that for doing such a good thing this year of accomplishing 51 wins and still on the fly, still figuring out how to play basketball together. So let's get out there tonight and play some good basketball. Like I said, I think Tom Thibodeau will give a couple of guys a little bit more minutes and some guys maybe a couple of less minutes tonight to try to fill out the bench. And let one of the guys rock out tonight. I think he's going to let one of those guys, a Payne or a Landry Shamet, give more than 2-3 minutes tonight. So let's see what he can do with that. But with that being said, Captain Clutch, do what you got to do. What else is there to do? He's been doing it all year. We ain't complaining when he win. If that pass he kicks out to mid, like you said, Divine, if that pass he kicks out to Mikal and Mikal hits that shot, we ain't even sitting here talking about what we talking about. You know what I mean? What we talking about? You know what I mean? The biggest thing right now we also got to remember is we kept this team to 100 points. You know what I mean? And if we can continue to do that and bring our offense back on board, you know what I mean? The Knicks has been come on, guys. The Knicks is 5th in the offense, 117 points, 118 points. At one point, it was 119 points a game. The Knicks can score the basketball. Remember, we always used to talk about Scorched Earth and the Fire Squad in the starting unit scoring almost 100 points a game. I mean, last couple of games they haven't been doing that consecutively. We need that back in the mix. We need to get almost 95 to 100 points from our starting unit once again, and then we can rely on Deuce McBride. Then we could rely on Mitchell Robinson. Then we could rely on Landry Shamet to kick in and help out the starting unit once again.
Yeah. Listen, man, this is where I'm at. My boys in the playoffs, they tied 1-1. I don't give a shit about none of the shit that happened before then, after then, what Thibodeau didn't do, what this good ain't good, who could ain't. I don't even care. All I care about the Knicks need to win the game tonight. I don't all that other shenanigans shit. I don't care about the tips. I don't care about this team different last year. I don't care about none of that. All I care about the Knicks need to win that game tonight. They just need to win that game tonight before we can get back 2-1. Everything else is just noise. It's just noise. It's not even relevant to what we talk about. We talk about our New York Knicks game 3, round 1, tied 1-1. They need a victory to get that home court advantage. Now, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Nothing else even matters. It doesn't. The only thing matters is the Knicks got to win that game today. They don't got to, but we hope they do. I mean, we hope they win. Everything else don't mean nothing, man. That's just a waste of time. The Knicks are in the playoffs in the fight of their lives. And as a fan, I'm rooting my boys on to go down there and up there in Detroit night and bust that ass. That's what I'm rooting for. I don't care about everything else. That shit is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What's relevant is the Knicks winning that game today, ladies and gentlemen. And as a fan, let's go get it, New York. Stand up or whatever the phrase you want to lose. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Go down in Detroit and get that game back. Now we back 2-1. Wait till the next one come and see what happens. See what happens. Right now, let's go New York. Come on, Carl Anthony Towns. Come on, Anunoby. Come on, Shamet. Come on, Deuce McBride. Come on, Thibodeau. Come on, all y'all. Let's get this thing tonight, man. Let's go get down here, go in Detroit, and let them know who we is. That's the only thing we should be hoping tonight is the Knicks win the game. We just hope the Knicks win the game. That's all that matters. We just need them to win that game tonight. That's it. We can talk about all the other stuff in the off season, but game by game, we need the Knicks to go in there and bust that. You know what tonight? Go in there and turn it up. Turn it up. Let Detroit know you beat us in the Garden. We're going to beat y'all in Detroit. That's all we want to see. That's all I want to see. Everything else don't even mean nothing. It don't. It really don't. Let's go get this victory, man. We need a victory. I'm a fan. I'm talking about I'm a fan now, not a content creator. Let's go out there and bust their ass. Just like our Mets is doing. Go win one like our Mets is winning. Go out there and bust that. You know, we done did it all year long. Let's go get it. Ain't shop out. Ain't nothing else in serious, man. It's time to turn it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to turn it up in New York. We got to go up in Detroit, let them know who we are up here, man. And I know these guys are going to come to play tonight. I can tell you one thing I say about this team: win or lose, they coming to play. We played two terrible games. I'm gonna say terrible. We played 2 games that wasn't at our best. One of them we won, and one of them we lost because we missed a shot or 2. That's what I'm talking about. They haven't even seen a good Knicks team yet. So let's hope
a 28 assist game, right?
Right. They haven't seen one of our best games.
32 assists. Yeah.
Right. They've seen some games. They ain't seen the best one yet. So hope tonight we hope tonight that they come up bring their A game tonight on both sides of the court. Shot Powers turn this thing up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's one thing you right about, Divine. They really haven't seen some of the better parts of our game. They seen a touch of it in the fourth quarter, the first game, but only a touch. You know what I mean? We did this. We have came back against this team plenty of times. We can beat this team. And I mean, it just comes down to those momentum shots right now. It comes down to momentum shots that we and we sit here and talk about Mikal missing and all that. Come on, we don't remember Mikal hitting the big 3-point shot. How many daggers Mikal didn't hit this year? You know what I mean? How many daggers he didn't hit this year? How many big shots Mikal done hit for us this year at the end of games, at the end of halves, at the end of in the middle of the game, mid-range, 3-point shots. All right, so he just missed. And I mean, like we talked about, if he would hit the shot, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. So let's get out there and make some shots tonight.
Yeah, you got, ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember they ain't playing no scrubs, ladies and gentlemen. This is one from a good basketball team. JB Bickerstaff got these boys playing hard out there. They play good on defense. They got a lot of grit to them. He making good adjustments in that second game. You know, and so it's taking nothing away from Detroit because Detroit playing a hell of a series. They got NBA, they got players there, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't no fucking scrubs over there. I mean, you know, they got players over there. You know, Tim Hardaway been around, Tobias been around. My man, what's his name? Excuse me, Beasley. The cast they NBA proven ball players. They got bags. You know, they might not be superstar, but they made enough. They talent enough to be in this league for that long and get some good bags. So you can't take them for granted. You know what I mean? You definitely can, like we say, Kay Callahan went and arrived the stars in this league. So nobody, they're not no slouch team. It's just that I think we predicted to beat them. So, and I do believe our team, and the numbers don't lie, through the course of the season is better than theirs. That's all. But it all depends what you got in the heart, though. I don't care how good you is, what your heart tell you. If your heart ain't in it, I don't care who you playing, you got to have heart to go out there and get it done. And I know we got hard, and no cat got uber hard over there. I mean, Brandy Bickerstaff, I mean, JB does you know, his father's one of them dudes. You know what I mean? One of the better coaches ever coached in this league, man. You know, so listen, ain't no scrubs over there. You know what I mean? That's for sure. But I do believe the Knicks team is where they at for a reason. Won the game they won for this year for a reason. We all played. They played 30 games like we played. I mean, they played 82 games like we played 82 games. So. You know what I mean? And both teams had injuries that, like, listen, can you imagine if Jaden Ivey wasn't down? Or can you imagine if Jalen Brunson didn't go down 16? That's why I said 51 wins. Who cares about that? Because if Jalen Brunson went down, we probably would have hit 60 damn near. You never know. So that really doesn't matter to me, but you know, compared to what we're talking about now. But I say all that to say is that, listen, go out there tonight and show and prove. Don't show and tell, show and prove. Talk is cheap. Shit, put up and shut up. That talk about that. Let's go out there and show and prove tonight. Let's go and put New York on your shoulders. Because you know Detroit gonna put Detroit on their shoulders. Iron sharp as iron. 1-1. They won 1. We won 1. That's all really that happened to me. The sky ain't fall in New York. You know, we lost a game that we should have won in the Garden, but obviously right. I offered them played good that night and we lost. That's you got to live with that. I'm quite sure they felt the same way the first game when we beat them 123-112. They probably felt like their defense didn't come to play like they normally played the night before. You know, There's two contracted style elements. We're a good offensive team, they're a good defensive team. Well, the first game, they defense didn't come to play. So they gave up 123 when they're a good defense team. The second game, we're a good offense team, but our offense didn't come to play. So, and that's what happened. That's why it's 1-1. We just got to hope our offense come to play tonight because you're playing a good defense team. I think we go out there and execute the game plan and cross T's and dot I's and do all the things we do. I'm confident we go out there and get this thing done, man, because like I said, you can't sleep on who you're playing. I don't think the Knicks are doing that. And like I said, I think they might got a little lax the other night, knowing that they say, damn, we put up 123 points the other night. You didn't think that they were going to make adjustments, well, they made adjustments. They made adjustments by triple teaming Carl Anthony Town, by putting Tobias Harris on, who is a savvy NBA veteran who knew how to play that position pretty well. And they found a way to take one of our best players out the game. And that took a lot of scoring away from us. And obviously, because like I said, Anunoby didn't have it going, and your 14 campaign he gave us 0. So there you go, 94 points, not 123, 94. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm excited about this thing. It's going to be another war out there tonight. It's going to be another battle out there tonight, man. Both teams, plus they playing at home in their home arena. They going to be amped up, just like we was amped up Tuesday. I mean, on our second game, we was amped up, ready to get it popping. And then at the end of the day, the fuse went out. And, but they're going to be the same way. They're going to be amped up. That Detroit going to be lit tonight. It's going to be crazy. So we got to go out there and take that fuse, put that fuse out tonight. Don't let the bomb detonate tonight. Just go out there and play ball, man. Go out there and go a mano and see if we can will ourselves to a victory. I'm really confident in this game tonight. I think we'd be a good resilient team. We've been bouncing back all year, and I don't think it'd be no different tonight. I think we go out there and play one of our best games of the year tonight, Shot Powers.
I'm looking forward to it, Divine. I'm looking forward for a different style of basketball offensively. I'm not questioning the defense. I mean, I'm questioning the offense. I don't want to say questioning, but that's what I want to see executed tonight. I don't want to say, questioning. I think that they're going to get out there and they're going to be we're going to get back to that 100 points in the starting unit tonight. The scorched earth team, the fire starters, getting close back to 95, 96 points in that starting unit. That's what we need tonight. We need those numbers tonight, in my opinion. And the ancillary pieces like a Shamif, a Deuce, a Payne, a Mitchell Robinson. That's how I want to roll tonight. I'm looking for the starting unit to bring back what they have done this whole season, score about 95 points. Let's get that 95 to 100 points from the starting unit and bring our defense and sprinkle Payne and Deuce and Mitch. Those 8, 6, 8, 10, 12 points, those are the points that I think that we're going to need tonight to win the game.
Yeah. I think we get, like I said, I don't think you get a campaign coming right out giving you 3 fouls in 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. Then you got to set up a bench. I don't think you're going to get that tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. And even though the other day at Chappelle, I was like, you know what? Campaign's not going to have that game he had the other night. In my mind, I was saying in the chat on the show the other day, I'm like, Campaign's not going to get that same game he had the last game. I can tell you that right now because the numbers don't lie. They've been hit and miss on my bench this year. That was a hit and miss night. One night he had it, one night he didn't. That's that minimum dollar salary type of player, at least for that night. But I'm confident in these guys, man. Deuce had a good game. I think hopefully he continue doing what he's doing. He had a good offensive game the other day. Like I said, thank you, Deuce McBride, Brunson, McHale, and Deuce McBride pretty much was the bulk of our offense the other night. We just need a couple of more guys that sprinkle in some points in there. We'll be okay. But like I said, them guys were the 3 guys that had it going. The other guys didn't. It happens. It ain't gonna be the first time. Probably won't be the last time. So you can't be good every night. You can try to be, but there's only certain teams that's undefeated in the playoffs right now, and the 4 of them is in the top 4. 4 of them in the top 4. So we'll see how it goes, man. It was Cleveland, Boston, Knicks, and Indiana. But 3 of them dudes, they won both of their home games. We let one get away, shot power because of bad offense. So let's see if we can rebound tonight. Like I said, we win tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got home court advantage back. That's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for us to get that victory tonight, so we can get that home court advantage back, and will ourselves on the victory. So and like Shot Power did kind of go over some of the keys to the game from that perspective, some of the things he needed to see and do. I just think just play the same defense you played. I still need you to be a little bit more sharper on the 3-point line defense. because they left a lot of. Tim Hardaway missed a lot of shots. Beasley knocks down. They miss shots they normally knock down. So you got to take that into consideration too. That they miss a lot of shots they normally knock down. So we don't want to take it for granted that we got to make sure that we guard that 3-point line tonight. And I think you get a huge game from Big Cat tonight, like he been doing all year. And I ain't tripping off Cat because of one game. So I'm giving Bernie Bickerstaff credit. I mean, I'm giving JB Bickerstaff credit because the way they made that adjustment to take out his game and make him give up that ball by triple teaming him. So now Cat had to pass that ball to somebody else because they took out his hand. So I got to give him credit for that because now that put the ball in Anunoby's hand, put the ball in Hart's hand, and they put the ball in McHale and Brunson's hand. So good job by Bickerstaff by taking the ball out of Carl Anthony Towns. But tonight, as soon as you get that ball down there, go at him, Cat. Go at him. Go at him hard tonight, man. Take that bully ball you got and go at him. Just go at him. That's it. Go at him. And I think you do that, you'll be okay. Like I said, the other night we made it hard on Cade. They took Cade out of the game. The other night, Bickerstaff made it hard on Cat. They took Cat out of the game. It just schemes, and what I need to do to win a game. We need to do the first game. We shut my man down. Take him out of the equation. Their best player. We did. Anunoby and them did a good job. We won the game. The second game, they did it to us. Take one of their best players out of the game, make the guard hard for them, and they beat us. Schemes. That's coaching. Coaching. They schemed the shit out this thing. Each team schemed real well. First game we did. Second team they did. Let's go. I think Knicks go out there and scheme well tonight. And I think we go out there and get it done tonight, man. I think we go out there and get it done. Like I said, we're a good road team, ladies and gentlemen. So it ain't like we go on the road and we paranoid or scared, or we got young guys who are going to fold under pressure. We don't have that problem. So I'm hoping we don't have that problem tonight, Shop. How we just go out there and bring our game to the forefront, leave everything on the court tonight, try to get a victory, man, and get ready for the next game after this one, game 4.
Yeah, control the pace. Push the ball when you need to. I need a little. I would like to see a little bit more pushing the pace. Slow it down when you want to. Rebounding for me is a key to this series, and I hope tonight that the Knicks will get up to 45, 46, 47 rebounds. I need them to have a dominating rebound at least this game. I want to see them coming out to the Caesars Arena, and Little John's Arena. I said Caesars, whatever. To go into Detroit and rebound the basketball. Hit your free throws. They've been doing that pretty well this last couple of games. 3-point shooting. I need these guys tonight to get over 38% from 3-point shooting tonight. I need to see a couple of more hopefully we can see a couple more 3-point shots from Cat tonight to open up the offense. Josh Hart, when you open, shoot the ball. And I mean, I'd rather you shoot it than to pass the ball and it ends up turning into a bad pass or not a made basket. So if you're not gonna make it a not a made basket, shoot the ball. I'd rather see you miss the basket than to give it up and give it as a turnover. Right. And also let's get back to I usually say about 28 assists a game was one of the better percentages other than over 30. 28, if I'm not mistaken, was a little better winning percentage when we have it. So I usually say 28, but let's get over 32 assists tonight. Let's put the ball in and play tonight. With all that being said, I still think this is going to be a little semi-defensive style game. I got the New York Knicks winning tonight, 114-106. 114-106. Let's get it.
I like that. Listen, yeah, I'm pretty much where Sharp Howard is at and everything he said, man. Tonight we got to go out there and just, bring your A game. Y'all know me. Bring your A game. Take care of yourself. I definitely want to see us move that ball around. If Jalen Brunson need to be distributed a little bit at certain moments of the game, like I said, he did have 8 assists the last game. You know what I mean? So, but if that's the case, then y'all move that ball around. Cat, I need to be a little bit more assertive tonight. And I'm with Carmelo Anthony. I listen to Nights from Brooklyn podcast, whatever. Like he said, sometimes Cat got a call for that ball, man. Yo, give me that motherfucking ball, yo. I'm with Carmelo Anthony Kelly.
Yeah.
With that, listen, I'm with Melo and them with that. When you that type of dude, you gotta make your presence felt. All right, Jay, yo, in a 1-5 pick and roll, yo, Jay, get the ball back to me. You got to do that. That's basketball. I mean, if you don't let the other guys know that you want to be involved, they're going to think you don't give a fuck. So get yourself involved, get in there, let them know, this dude can't hold me. Give me that, pass that rock down here, yo. Let me get this cat to business. At least that's how I grew up. You know, you want the smoke, give him the smoke. Shit, so let's go get the smoke. Let's go out there tonight, cat, demand the basketball. You know what I mean? If you got that ball, if there's too many dudes on you, you do what you do best. Pass the ball. You're a good passer. So, but you still got to demand the ball. Demand the ball so you better put yourself in there to make a bucket or make a good pass. Either way, you need to demand that basketball. That's what we gave you. That's what they gave you that money for. Go in there tonight, demand the basketball. Them cats can't hold you. You already showed them they can't hold you. So, you know, I mean, let's see how it goes, man. I'm looking at it tonight, man. I'm gonna go on a limb tonight. I think Knicks 117. I'm gonna say 117 to 102 tonight for me. I think our team really come out there on the offense side of the ball and get it done tonight. I got 117, 102. You know, me and Shah do this to have fun. Then we don't know what the score gonna be, but it's just something.
Yeah.
Talk about it, so we could talk about it. Say, man, I was close, or man, that was crazy. You know what I mean? That's all we do it for, man. We don't know what the damn score gonna be. But that's just what we do.
I say one thing about us saying the score. We ain't never had the Knicks losing. So let that be known. Let that be known. How about that? All right.
Right. But listen, we're about to get out. Y'all enjoy that game, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Real talk, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Brian Costa, thank you for the super chat, my man, and everything, man. Listen, let's go help our guys get a win tonight, man. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, Thunder and Grizzly, 2 games. No, they play at 9:30 tonight. The Clippers and Nuggets tied 1-1. They're going to be in LA tonight. They go on at 10 o'clock, and then you obviously got us at 7. Last night
we ain't the only team that's 1-1 too, Knicks family. Let's be realistic, all right.
Rockets lost. Rockets beat the Warriors last night.
All right, let's be realistic about it now.
Yeah, Cavs beat the Heat last night, and Boston beat the Magic last night. So you got them guys 2-0, Cleveland 2-0. But the other series, they going down, man. I like the way the Clippers responded the other night. Kawhi Leonard, with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, is amazing. So salute to them. But yo, man, salute to everybody. Fabian got 118, 103. Jay Chosen got 108 to 97. That's a good score right there. I like that. That means that because they had the 100.
Right. That's the defense. That's the defense.
School out the lost one. Lost one was good, my man. Let's go, Knicks. Real talk. Lost one. I appreciate you coming in, my man. Listen, everybody, y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button for your boys. The like button for your brothers, man. We in here. Krim's got 135.95. You know, like we obviously want the score to be whatever it is. We just want to get the win. But I want to win in a good, timely fashion. I think we get it done tonight. To my brother Shaw Powers, to the chat and everybody. Thank all y'all for coming in, man. Thank y'all for being part of this thing. We're going to get up ready, get out here so we can get in game mode because it's about to go down, man. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. Let's get it, guys. Go ahead and get it popping, man. Salute to everybody in the building, ladies and gents. Thank y'all for coming in. We see you on the next one. Divine, Shaw Powers, the chat. Everybody, thank y'all for streaming for where you're streaming in from. We appreciate you guys, man. And let me get up here and we out of here, man. Yo, peace.
Peace, Divine.
Peace. Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, what is bound with Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carotene, we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. Knicks feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in
in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip.